Cary, we heard from you first. Perhaps you want to lead us off with a few of your key takeaways from today's presentation.
I think there should be understanding that the statistical analysis is not is just one factor in proving your case, but it's a very important factor. I think you should be ready to look at all the alternative explanations for the observed differences, for instance, in pay. And if you are going to use a statistical expert, an economist, the emphasis on good and available data is paramount. When we work most of our time is not necessarily spent on the modeling, but it's spent on acquiring the data, getting the litigants to go back and gather the data, because usually in our setting where we deal with labor and employment with firms are always forward-looking. They're not worried about keeping compensation data from 10 years ago. So it's always a struggle. So keeping that compensation data in good shape and available, I think, is important so that the statistical expert can run these kinds of analyses.
Hi, Andy. I just wanted to point out two key takeaways, and one is at conceptual level, and the other is at the practice level. So at the conceptual level, actually, this webinar highlights the relationship between statistical analysis and the concept of similarly situated, and especially when we talk about class certification, class action, labor and employment cases, how to define similarly situated, and how to take the concept of similarly situated into statistical evidence and economic analysis or statistical evidence in the case is of crucial importance, and it's equivalent. So in the statistics and the economics, we do causality analysis all the time, and that's closely related to the legal concept of similarly situated. And that's at the conceptual level. And at the practical level, I think Cary alluded to this, is that to keep data as good as possible. The good quality of data always helps, no matter which side you're on. And as we have discussed throughout the webinar, that in order to establish similarly situated pool, we have to be able to control a wide variety of factors. Where do we get those factors? From the data. So if we have good quality HR data, that will make everybody's life easier. I think that's it.